Welcome back to another episode of MotoGP Mac, and in today's episode we're going to talk about Saturday's practice. Now I'm going to break it up into FP1 and FP2, and also, as you know, there was a delay getting the freight there. There's not going to be an FP3 or FP4 today, and we're just going to move straight to qualifying after FP2. Now what is not clear to me is that I understand that, I believe anyway, what's going to happen is the top 10 are going to go straight into qualifying 2, but I'm not sure is qualifying going to run in the same way as normally, or the top 2 from qualifying 1 will go into qualifying 2. Not sure if that is going to happen today, but anyway, I'll report out on it later on. So let's get into the action, and first things I have to call out are a couple of things is with the freight delays, Gresini team was mainly impacted by it. They didn't have their Moto 2 bikes or their MotoGP bikes, and big shout out to Ducati, who actually went and built the Gresini Ducatis for them to allow them focus on other things. Also to Dunlop for helping Michelin out, because some of Michelin's stuff haven't arrived to change tires, so they've been allowing it. So it's great to see the whole paddock working together. Now into the actual results themselves. So Nakagami, who was not supposed to be there, tested negative, flew out and landed there this morning, topped FP1 from Quartararo, from Pol Espargaro, and then Alex Espargaro. Now the track is very dirty, so I don't really lead in a lot into the times right now, but one big shout out that I wanted to give as well is to Marco Bezzecchi, top rookie, 5th position on the GP21. Alex Rins was in 6th, Miguel Oliveira was in 7th, and another surprise in the top 10 was Maverick Vinales, and he does look like he has pace this weekend, but let's see how things go. Brad Binder was in 9th, Johan Mir was in 10th, Bastianini was in 11th, Pecco Bagnaia was in 12th, Remy Gardner was in 13th, Alex Marquez was 14th, Johan Zarco was 15th, Luca Marini was 16th, Jack Miller surprisingly again was 17th, 18th was Franco Morbidelli, 19th was Gigi Antonio, 20th was Jorge Martin, 21st was Darren Binder, 22nd was Stefan Bradl, 23rd was Raul Fernandez, and bringing up the field was Andrea Dovizioso, who you all know I'm very worried about anyway. But look, for me, a couple of standout things from that was, I suppose, from that first session was Miller and Pol Espargaro nearly had major offs. Vinales' pace looked okay, actually. I will say that. Bradl is in for Marquez, and there is some talk about Marquez possibly coming back in Austin. I think I'll cover that separately because there's a lot of information going on around that. None of us even know if that's true. Bagnaia and Miller I'm quite worried about, because if you look at all of the new 22 Ducatis, they're all down. But then saying that it is FP1, the track is dirty, so I'm not 100% worried, but I am worried that they're not going to be able to pull that margin back. Now saying that, look, they're not miles off, but it is going to be a lot of hard work. Quartararo was outriding the Yamaha. As you can see, the rest of the Yamahas, there's not one within the top 17, I think. So Morbidelli is the top Yamaha after Quartararo, so he is definitely outriding it, which is brilliant to see. Quartararo is an amazing rider. Hopefully he can continue for the weekend, but I'm not sure can he continue for a full race pace. Good to see that the tires are back suiting the Hondas. It is definitely good to see Pol Espargaro up there. I definitely believe that he is a threat. Rins is doing really well this weekend as well, and Mir is back inside the top 10, which he had a disastrous Mantelinka. So again, look, it is only FP1. Now on to FP2. Alex Espargaro finished in first position, followed by Vinales, followed by Miller, followed by Quartararo, by Brad Binder, Alex Rins, Johan Mir, Jorge Martin, Johan Zarco, Luca Marini, Miguel Oliveira, Francesco Bagnaia, Nakagami, Morbidelli, Bezzecchi, Bastianini, Paul Espargaro, Remy Gardner, Alex Marquez, Fernandez, Dovizioso, Stefan Bradl, Di Gianantonio and Darren Binder. Now, a couple of things happened in that session, and just to note that the FP2 happened at the same time that the race was going to happen tomorrow, so it was a real good data exercise for the guys to get the information. Majority of people, I believe, tomorrow are going to start the race on a hard front and a soft rear tyre. The Aprilas did do a lot of mileage. They did 14 laps on a hard front, soft rear. Alex Espargaro was actually quickest in that paceways of anyone. Actually, he was at 138.9 to 139.2. For example, Quartararo was about 3 tenths slower than Alex on average. Now, Maverick did put in a good session as well. He did finish in second place, and then he did top the times when he changed tyres to the soft, but Alex Espargaro was able to get him back. Brad Binder blew up spectacularly and the engine let go, as well as Di Gianantonio's bike let go as well. Paul Espargaro crashed in turn 1, just lost the front. He did get a couple of warnings with it, but he just lost it. You could see the Ducati GP22's issue, especially in turn 11. You could see that it was violently shaking coming out of it, but also at the end of FP2, you could see Bagnaia and Bezzecchi were together, and you could just see that Bagnaia could not turn the bike where Bezzecchi was able to turn the bike, and it was really interesting to see because the two bikes were together on track and you could really see it. Zarco did have a problem with his ride height device. It didn't actually release, so again, it's always going to be called those into questions. If I was going to put a prediction together for qualifying, I would have to go with Alex Espargaro. I just want to take a minute to also thank you for watching my videos and the support that you've shown so far. If you haven't subscribed already and you would like to subscribe, it would mean an awful lot to me if you did. I'm starting this channel realistically so that we can all enjoy MotoGP together, with the aim of streaming a live video when the GP races are on.